Today I am going to talk about my life goals, the goals that I want to achieve during my lifetime, and I think it's a bit different from my so-called bucket lists. Yeah. So the things I want to achieve through my life. I am a soldier now, but so it means that I have a lot of time, quite actually, but I can't. It it's I'm restricted to do diverse things, and the most things I could do is just think to myself. Yeah, yeah. I have spare time, but I can't study. I have spare time, and I do work out. There is a special time just to work out for Korean military people. Yeah. So I was thinking about myself recently a lot about my future. So yeah, my life goals. So let's start with small ones. Small ones. Language. I quite like learning new languages. I tried to learn a bunch of languages. I, sp- I speak Korean very fluently. Not that fluently, but it's my mother tongue. English, not bad. I think I can't say good because I don't know diverse of difficult vocabulary. Not good, but uh, not bad. French, I am learning it these days. Je apprends le français le jour-ci. Le jour-ci. Yeah, these days, le jour-ci. Euh, mais, mais je pensais que français est trop difficile parce que la prononciation est difficile. Le mot regarder, I look at the words. Je regardais à la mot, c'est it's the same, but when you hear it, écouter, it's 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 different. So that's the thing about languages, about French. Yeah, so yeah, I've written it somewhere over here. So the language I want to learn is wait a minute, please. Somewhere here, I guess. Somewhere over there. Oh yeah. So I was hoping that until 2026 October, yeah, October, I could master French, but it doesn't seem to happen. It does not seem to happen. French is very difficult than I expected it, and I have to listen a lot, speak a lot, especially speak with French speakers a lot. But that's 100%, not 100%, but that's quite restricted inside the army as a South Korean corporate. Yeah, so after I finish French, I'm thinking of Spanish maybe. So the words, the different kinds of language I want to learn. It is French. I'm doing it. Put it away. Uh, Spanish, Italian, German. Spanish, Italian, German. Spanish, Italian, German. And a bit of Japanese maybe. Yeah. So before I go to my flight school in America, I really want to achieve to make my Spanish level at a place I want, at a place I could acknowledge myself. Because I think I have two options: Orlando, Florida, and Oregon. Maybe I prefer. I don't know, but I don't know. Yeah, but either way, America is a country that the first language is English, but you it's a fact that a bunch of American people speak Spanish. Yeah, and if you speak Spanish, you could use it in a lot of different countries, not in Spain, also in Mexico and South America. Yeah, oh, Portuguese. I really love to learn Portuguese. So that makes me five, I think. Portuguese, German, Japanese, Italian, and Spanish. Yeah. And Italian is, I love how the vibes of the Italian people. Yeah, I think it's great. They love food. They're so nice. Yeah, they love food. They're nice. They're good. They are kind to each other. And I really like this song, Sara perché ti amo. I think it translates as because I love you. I love this song and this yeah Italian the Italian vibe. I love it, and that's the reason I want to study Italian. And German, it's a language that I could use so much countries. Germany, Austria, Luxembourg, Netherlands a bit. Not Netherlands. Belgium a bit, I think. Yeah, Swiss a bit, I think, so on. I traveled to Austria, Germany, and it was a wonderful experience going there. So that's the reason I want to learn Germany, Deutsch. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. And also my goals. I like travel. As I read in the book Abatus, it says that I have to change my stage to a more international one. Uh, and I like traveling because I like meeting new people, listening about how their lives were completely different from mine, of course, and throwing myself into the culture. Yeah, it's a great experience. So when I travel, I try asking a lot of things to the people who live there, the locals. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's it about my traveling and language, I think. And before I think the one of the other goals is that I want to make a good habit of mine. Waking up at 6:30 in the morning. I think it's a very good habit of mine. I am doing that every day since I'm in the military. Weekdays and weekends, I wake up at 7 o'clock. In the weekdays, I wake at 6:30. Oh, 630. Yeah, and even though I finished my military years, I think it's a good thing to remain in my life. Yeah, it seems great. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, and uh, I wanted to become more like a man after I finished my military years. Before I went to military, I think for me myself, I was a boy. And now I'm a bit mature, but not that mature as a level I wanted before I went to the army. But pretty mature that I before I went to the army. Before I when I felt bad or and I have a trouble with others, told them directly about how I think what they should do. But in the military, I realized it myself, and I read a book called uh, 내 편이 아니더라도 적으로 만들진 마라. I think it was something like that. Yeah, so I can't remember the exact title, but the main is that if you could make others your friends or people friendly to you, that will be great. But at least do not make enemies. Yeah, so even though I feel a bit bad trying to hide my emotions, of course, show my emotions when uh, some kind of situations, but in when I actually remain professional, I learned how to hide how I think. Yeah, that's it. And and about my job, it is very obvious. I want to become a pilot. But after I become a pilot, what else? I become a student pilot, a co-pilot, pilot in command, and instructor pilot, maybe. Yeah, a second officer and a first officer. But I don't think that's it. Uh, for me, I want it would be great if I could be the CEO of an airline. I think it would be great. But it would be great. Of course, it'd be great, but I can't say that it's one of my life goals because I don't think I'm fit for that job, and I don't like doing math. Doing business management. I don't. It's just not my type. Yeah. So yeah. But the thing I want to be is I want to become a president of ICAO, CEO of ICAO, or I want to be the South Korean representative of ICAO. So yeah, start from a pilot, a better pilot, a great pilot, and CEO, or someone who represents at least something in the ICAO. I guess, I hope, and I will try very hard to do so. For people who don't know, ICAO is an organization under UN, and it's short for International Civil Air Organization, maybe. ICAO, International Civil Aviation Organization. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, and great. Enjoy today. Enjoy my life. C'est la vie, and that is my life goals.